My goal, my hope, is to be long enough for you to learn, but short enough so that you don't get the itis after you eat. Y'all know the itis? All right, so y'all got to stay up for me. Today, I don't want to talk about me very much. I'll tell you a little bit about me here and there, but that's not important. I really want to talk about you, because you are what's important. It's not me, it's you. You are important because you are tomorrow. You are today. You are the future. It's all about you. So let me make sure I know who I'm talking to. Where's Collins? Now, last person said, y'all got him, did the wave, turn cartwheels. Where's Collins? There it is, there it is. And Manley? Manley rolled deep. And Community Christian Academy, where y'all at? All right, we'll take that one. And Harper. Okay, and see, I'm not from necessarily Chicago. I'm from the west side. Anybody from the west side? Well, wait. I'm from the west side of Champaign. It took me forever to get up here in Chicago. Y'all traffic is something serious, boy. 12 noon, you can't get into the city. Okay. I don't want to take too much time, but I want to be positive. So give me a few minutes to be positive. It seems like sometimes we get together and folks come and they criticize high schoolers, and they criticize. And I don't want to criticize. I want to lift you up and praise you for the things you've done. Because there's something that we adults fail to realize sometimes. And if I'm right, I want you to clap and I want you to be loud about this. In 2009, it is hard to be 18 years old. In 2009, it's hard to be 17. In 2009, it's hard to be 16. In 2009, it's hard to be 19. It's hard to be 20. So young folks, let me commend you on handling adversity and coming this far. But let me share with you something. In 2009, it's hard to be 30. It's hard to be 35. It's hard to be 40. It's hard to be 58. It's hard to be 72. In 2009, it's just hard. But let me open up, because I'm 34 years old. Let me make a bridge from somebody that might be 40 to somebody that might be 18. Let me make some bridges here. I didn't understand how adults, so to speak, teachers, preachers, and other folk in the community, I never understood why they were so hard on young folks. But I had to think about this. Young folks, you got it made. You go home at 4 o'clock, whatever, a lot of you walk in the door and you say, Mama, what's for dinner? You have that luxury. Let me tell you something. In a couple years, you'll be grown. You're going to go home, and it's going to be your home. And you're not going to have the luxury to say, Mama, what's for dinner? See, this is why Mama was so hard on you. This is why Mama be on edge all the time. You have the audacity to walk into the house and say, Mama, what's for dinner? You ain't cooked nothing. I'm talking about you. I ain't talking about Mama. You ain't cooked nothing. You ain't bought nothing. You ain't worked a job to get the money to buy something. You didn't go to the grocery store for nothing. But you walk in and say, Mama, what's for dinner? So tonight when you go home, this is a good weekend to do it. Say, Mama, let me get you dinner. Am I right? What's Sunday? What is Sunday? All day long. Take care of your mama. So that's my first lesson to you. Take care of your daddy too. I don't care who he is or where he is. Take good care of him. So let me get into my real message. And bear with me while I do this. There was a man walking down the street on the south side of Chicago about a year ago, young guy. And he saw this old guy sitting on a porch. Old man rocking in his chair. You know how he does, back and forth with his lemonade. Young guy notices next to the old man there's a dog. And the dog is moaning, and you know how dogs moan. So when the young man got close enough, he asked the older fella, "Sir, do you realize that your dog is moaning and groaning?" The old man says, "Yes." The young man says, "Well, what's wrong with him?" The old man says, "He's sitting on a nail." Young man says, "Why doesn't he get off of the nail?" Old man professed really strongly, "It must not hurt bad enough." I got two questions for you today. Number one, I know you got something in your hand, but everybody show me one finger, please. Show me one. There it is. And repeat after me. When is it going to hurt bad enough? One person didn't say it. I'm looking right at you, sweetie. You didn't say a word. Everybody, say, when is it going to hurt bad enough? Put that second finger in the air. Keep them close. Deuces, right? But keep them close. Point at somebody and say, what are you going to do about it? And point at somebody else and say, what are you going to do about it? That's right. Okay, so let me go with my first point. When is it going to hurt bad enough? Let me share with you a little bit about myself. When I was a sophomore in high school, my guidance counselor, I will not forget her. She changed my life. She hurt me so bad. I thought I was a tough guy. She hurt my heart. She planted a seed in my spirit that still makes me bitter. I refused to water it. That seed had to die. I wasn't going to water that seed. She told me at the end of my sophomore year, she says, "James, from the looks of things, you are about as smart as a street bum, and I'd be happy to see you become a janitor." That's what my high school counselor told me. That's some powerful stuff to say. Now let me share with you who I am today and how I got there. And this is not important. I'm not bragging. I really don't care. But let me just share with you. Because of that seed, I could have taken it as a blow to the stomach, but I used it as a vitamin. So I went to college, and, you know, dean's list, what have you, because I was smarter than that. Went to college on an academic scholarship. Not that there's anything wrong with a janitor. My father's a janitor. He does quite well. But it was the insult. Did a bachelor's in elementary education. I taught school for 6 years. Did a master's degree in school administration. I was assistant principal for 3 years and an acting principal for another. Did a doctorate at the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign. Been a professor for the past 3 years. The best part of my story, I wasn't trying to get revenge, but I did apply for a job to be her boss, the principal of that building. Was offered the job and said, no. And I was very clear with the school board why I applied for that job. Only because I wanted to show someone that I was not what they said I was. But I also wanted to show someone else I am what you say I am. I am what I believe I am. You've all had some wonderful speakers this morning, some excellent speakers this morning. And I want you to take their words as seeds, water that seed, and blossom. Some hater, we still say hater? Yeah. Some hater has planted something so negative into your life. Don't water that seed. Let that seed go without water. You move forward with the positive. That was a situation. Hurt me so bad. That is when it hurt bad enough for me to get off of the nail. What I want you to do is think and identify, when is it going to hurt you bad enough to get off of the nail? I don't know what your nail is. I have no idea. But there's a nail that you may be laying on. When is it going to hurt bad enough for you to get off of it? Because once you get off of it, you can start moving forward.